I can't believe it. Hold on.
Hey, oh. What
I had to get around my shoe.
I'm not even sure I want to ask why.
I stepped in the dew. I hate starting Monday like this. Do you got anybody that can help me with that?
No fun, no fun. Well, it's funny that you should mention that, David. And what a stroke of luck for you today, because you know what? Our guest today might be able to help you out with that, or at least help preventing that from happening. So this morning, we'd like to welcome to Car Chat Mr. Kevin Mahoney, and he is the president and owner of DoodyCalls of Northern New Jersey. Kevin, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell our viewers and try to see if we can help out David as to what is DoodyCalls? What do you guys do?
Well, we don't necessarily clean up shoes, my friend. What we do is hopefully we prevent you from stepping in the dew to begin with. So, I mean, that's our main focus, right, is that we work with residential homes and commercial properties, and we pick up the doggy dew so people don't step in it, people don't smell it, people don't get irritated by it. There's a lot of bad things that can occur. So that's what we do. We make the world a happier and healthier and safer place for people and pets.
So, as far as community association, that's kind of like a hot topic. Why is it so important to control your pet waste management in a community association?
Well, the biggest thing is that in those particular situations, and the larger the community, it becomes an environmental pollutant, right? So when it sits on the ground, it gets into the water stream. It also attracts other things. It can attract rodents. It can attract other different types of bugs and stuff like that. And, more importantly, though, it affects what it does within the community itself for the homeowners. They want a nice place.
But it can't be just as simple as going around and picking up the pet waste. So can you drill down for us? What's really involved in pet waste management? There's got to be more pieces to this.
Well, it's pretty simple.
Number one, don't step in it.
That's it. Number one, don't step in it. Number two, pick it up and make sure you get it all. We're the eyes and the ears of the community, right? So we see everything that goes on there, not just the dog poop, but we look at what other kind of animals are on the property. We manufacture dog waste stations. We manufacture dog waste bags. We sell them. We install them. We service them. We come on a weekly basis. We change out dog stations. We replace the bags. So what we try to do is also educate the communities and our residents too on the fact that they can maintain and manage their own waste management. And if you get a couple of people on board, generally, it kind of follows suit. So that's what we manage. We manage so property managers don't have to, right? So we like to be the first phone call.
That's good. How is it actually performed?
Well, just like you think, scoop and rake, my friend, scoop and rake. We have tried machines. We have tried all sorts of stuff. We search all properties, search back and forth, and we double check all the pathways of where people are going to use. So like if there's sheds, sidewalks, stuff like that.
I was wondering if this is like a tough sell. Like when you're going in to present to, say, a board of an association, how much buy-in do you really get? Do you get a lot of resistance from it, or people are usually pretty welcoming to the concept?
We're in Jersey, right? So everybody's a tough guy. So it's like, I'm not paying for that. I got 5 dogs, but I take care of it myself. So we got a lot of that going on. And then we have a lot of other folks who are like, the environment will take care of it. It's natural. Even if 60% of it goes away, there's still 40% that's going to be in the ground. And that 60% just went into the groundwater. And, you get 100 dogs in a large community enough with a basin or a lake or a pond that's used for swimming, that'll close it down with the bacteria levels. We prevent that, and we take that to a different place. The sell is, if we go in and we present it that it's affordable. We do the breakdown all the way year, month, week, day, visit per tenant per unit. And we make it feasible.
Now, follow-up question on that. Is it possible to subscribe to your services? So let's say we have no dogs in the community, but we have a small pond and we have geese that come back every fall. And it's a problem throughout winter, or it's a problem throughout the summer, whatever the case might be, so you have geese poop everywhere. Can you guys take care of that as well? Or?
Yes, we do. Those are referred to as resident geese. So I've been doing geese management since 1999. It was one of the first ways I got in this. And I've done a lot of work with towns, municipalities, homeowner associations, communities. And we go in and we just pick up the geese waste. We go in and we'll do an initial cleanup of the property where we kind of get a baseline to assess how many birds are on property. So I've done a lot of study on geese. I know more about geese than probably most human men should. So there's a lot of non-lethal methods to control geese at certain properties. It's time consuming. So we have found that when we go in and just do waste removal and we focus on the areas of the main pathways, areas where they're going to be, like, yeah, it's a big part of our business.
So what are some of the challenges you guys face in the industry as a whole?
Everybody thinks they can do the business.
Right.
So we have a lot of people stepping up and they're uninsured and they're not uniformed and they don't have employees. One of the biggest things we do with DoodyCalls is I try to provide a livable wage, right? I have 18 employees going out and I have trucks all over the place. We show up, we have a good rate, you pay for that, but you know, my guys get time off. We try to take care of them as best we can.
Okay, so if you could do us just a favor, we have a lot of property managers that watch this show and they pay attention to this stuff. So some advice for the property managers. And when you have a board and they say, well, no, why can't we just do that ourselves? Can't we just have volunteers from the community take care of this? What would be your response to the property manager who's facing that kind of pushback? How would you sell it to them that's a much better idea to have a service such as yours come in and take care of this?
Well, invite me in and talk to them about it. We do lunch and learns. At CAI, we go in and we actually can teach a class and you can get credits for it about what we do and how we do it and why it's important to do it. And I think once the majority of your homeowners are on board, then they can follow suit. You only need one good leader to really take it and move it forward.
Got it. Awesome.
You just mentioned that you pay your employees a livable wage and that you take care of them. Now, how does it work on the flip side? Do you have service plans? I'm sure it's not like the snow removal, like you're not being called when we have two inches or more of poop laying on the ground. Do you come on a weekly basis, monthly basis?
We come weekly, twice weekly, 3 times a week, bi-weekly and monthly. We don't do any contracts except with communities because every community needs a contract and they need insurance and all our certifications. So we provide all that. However, to local residentials, we pre-bill a month in advance. We work all year round. We work in snow. We work in rain. We work in everything. Poop don't go nowhere. Come February, March, April, let me tell you, the amount of poop we found is forget about it. Everywhere.
Kevin, I really thank you for coming on and sharing with us some of your experiences. And it's a problem that needs to be taken care of. So, but we do like to give our guests an opportunity to recognize somebody that's helped them out along the way in their business and their career. Do you have anybody in mind you'd like to give a shout out to? Maybe somebody's been a mentor or somebody's motivated you to push you to where you are today.
You know, there's just so many people. I'd be here for a while. So my shout out would be for my wife. My wife has been by my side through thick and thin. When we started this business, we started it in a Volvo station wagon. She was 8 months pregnant, and we went door to door with flyers. And by the time we had our first child, I had 14 customers within 2 weeks. And we were successful in making profit from almost day one. And she worked in the business until she decided she was no longer going to work in the business. But she's always supported me and given me the strength and the belief and the faith in God to push one thing in front of the other. And she's always supported me.
That's
so
awesome.
She's the best.
Well, you know, it is not easy for sure dealing with all that. But thank you so much for jumping in. We're glad that we squeezed a little knowledge out of you and that we are now more enlightened about your professional line of work. So thank you so much, Steve, for coming on this Monday. And I now have to go clean the carpet of my car and my shoe.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
See you guys next time.